めた。
Good evening, folks. What's going on? What's up? Mizroy, thank you for the Mizraid. Good to see you. DM Collector Boy, Satellite Sun, Law Tyrannus, welcome in. Good evening, everyone. Hi, happy Thursday. It must be Thursday. Has to be Thursday. Almost lost myself there for a second. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing splendid. I had a lovely day. Oh, my day was just dotted with good news all around, really. Work stuff went exceptionally well today. I had a big meeting to manage, and it went really good. It was actually helpful. If you can believe that, I had a 2-hour meeting today that was actually useful. Wait a sec, this isn't bugs. What's up, Arcane? There may very well be bugs tonight. I see bugs on this page, in fact, of a fashion. People really love their Game Boy Zelda. I mean, think about this. The original portable Zelda. Like, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Zelda was and is, and I think always will be, a big game for a lot of people. And you gotta remember, this was the first Zelda that you could take on your road trips and stuff. Like, that's monumental. It was huge for me, honestly. And I'm saying this as somebody who's a huge fan of Final Fantasy Adventure, which was basically Game Boy Zelda before Game Boy Zelda. Game Boy Zelda was still a really big thing. Totally. Thank you for the 30 stream streak. Did you learn stuff at the 2-hour meeting? I did. It was really helpful. It was basically a feedback meeting. I've been working on a big project, and it was an opportunity for people to like go through all the stuff that I've been working on and give me feedback, and I really appreciate that. Taking feedback is not something that's easy for a lot of people. It certainly wasn't easy for me when I started in this industry, but at this point, I've been around long enough that I fully understand that like solo projects just never turn out as well as collaborative efforts. They just don't. One editor on something is not as good as two. And that is specifically a main editor who goes through, and then a peer editor to do peer review and point out all of the stuff that they may have tunnel visioned on or just glossed over or something. It's immensely helpful. Eating well today. First Castlevania Dominus collection. Now, just today I grabbed Shadow the Ninja Reborn. Nice, very nice. I actually, totally random. I discovered on Steam that, God, what is the name of that game? The historical one. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Which I never really thought that much about. It was just kind of a game that got real popular, like, many years ago at this point. Is $3. It's a big open world RPG for $3, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'll put down $3 for that, sure. So now, what's important here is that I have a lot of open world RPGs that I'm planning to stream, but I don't really have any that I'm not planning to stream, and now I do. Because I'm pretty sure folks around here don't want to watch me bumble around in Kingdom Come Deliverance, so I can just play that one myself whenever I'm in the mood. And I can save my Elder Scrollses and my Falloutses and other stuff for stream times. So I think that will ultimately be very beneficial. Also, I have this. We need to talk about this for a sec. I love gin. Gin is my spirit of choice. I absolutely adore how bright and vibrant and herbaceous it is. And tonight's special because I decided to finally take this seriously. When I was vacationing in Japan, we were able to enjoy the executive lounges of several of the fancier hotels that we stayed at. And one of them, they all had open bars. And one of them had nice gins, but they also had really good tonic water. I had never tried Fever Tree tonic water before. They have different varieties of tonic water. They have regular, but then they also have like Indian tonic water and Mediterranean tonic water and End Alert, Jesus Christ! Hit the deck! I was gonna tell a joke about deja vu, but I think you've heard it before. Simple and straightforward. Can't argue with that. But yeah, it's like a premium tonic water, and I decided to order a bunch off of Amazon. And they all came in little individual cans and stuff, and I already knew they were good. I already knew they were good from when I tried them before, but it's really, this is nice because it's a fancy gin that I got from a friend. It was a gift from a friend, and it's fancy tonic water. So this is like, I've actually made myself a top shelf gin and tonic for once, and it's good. God, it has so much complexity to it. It has so much nuance to the flavor. It's just, I love it. What brand of gin? It's Juniper Gin, but like with a really unique spelling. Like June is in the month of June, like JUNEAUPUR, something like that. It's like extra herby. Like it really brings out the natural flavors in it. So it's that, and then Fever Tree tonic water, the elderflower variety. So that's also super herbaceous. So this is an intense flavor experience, and I love every bit of it. Also, good evening, Manic, and good evening, Lodril High. Good to see both of you. Beware the Kingdom Come Deliverance doesn't let you gallivant around when you accept a quest. The world goes on outside of you. Yes, I've heard that. I've heard it's a rather unique take on an open world RPG. Actually, of all the things, it sounds kind of similar to Kenshi in a way, like medieval, semi-historically grounded Kenshi, where the world doesn't care about you. You are not special. And whatever you do in the world needs to, respect what's going on around you. and that certainly appeals. So I actually have 4 kinds of gin in the house right now, but I've only got 2 open. I'm probably gonna open the other 2 this weekend and give them a try. I have a big jug of Tanqueray that I'm most of the way through, and actually I discovered something interesting. With cheap tonic water, for gin and tonic, if you're using cheap tonic water, just like the $1 1 liter bottles from grocery store or whatever, like Canada Dry or store brand or whatever, you're not gonna taste the tonic water. You're gonna taste the gin. Your gin is just gonna be bubbly and a little bit sweeter. That's what it's gonna do. And you know what? Can't really complain about that, right? If your gin is fine, then that will be fine. If you have really nice tonic water, you will taste the tonic water, and the quality of your gin will enhance that. So really, like the quality of both, it's a 2 ingredient drink. This isn't rocket science. But like the quality of both are going to greatly impact the end result. So if you have a fine gin and a fine tonic water, you're gonna have a super fine drink. Good evening, Dave. Good to see you. Yes, barely any quinine, yeah. Should have realized the joy of milking outlaw systems in No Man's Sky earlier. These contrabands sell well in lawful systems, almost always a dreadnought fight. Be the captain, he surrenders millions of credits. Usually don't take over dreadnoughts as a freighter, is not my style, so I just demand tribute. Nice. Cool. I will circle back around to No Man's Sky someday. I came around to really enjoying that game. I'm sure I've told you this, I missed the original release. I ignored it for a couple of years, and then as more and more people came around saying, like, it's good now, I finally got interested, and I bought it during a sale, and I didn't like it that much at the time. I could tell it was trying to be like the one true space sim game where you could just kind of do whatever you wanted, but nothing felt that deep to me. And then I came back again like 2 or 3 years later, and it had been further refined, and they had added stuff that I really genuinely enjoyed doing and focusing on, and I had a really good time with it. So I know whenever I'm in the mood for that specific game again and I come back, it's going to be even better. And that really is something you don't get in video games very often, you know? It's not something that should be expected, but it is a remarkable thing how this game has evolved from its absolutely disastrous launch to being such a well-regarded game. It is a rare thing, and it really must be appreciated. But yeah, today's been great. Today has been a really good day. And now I'm here, chat. Now I'm here, and we have a task laid out before us. We've also got some other things that I kind of want to do tonight, but it's going to depend on actually finishing the magazine, because as you can see, we're here. We're in the top 20. We have this section, and we have the now playing, and that's it. And then we're done. We'll have finished this magazine, so. That's right, Cyberpunk had their redemption as well. I've been meaning to pick that game up, too. At this point, I think I might as well hold out for like a game of all time edition that includes the DLC and is a nice discounted price, because God knows I got plenty of other stuff I can play right now, like Kingdom Come Deliverance for $3. So yeah, the plan for tonight is we finish the magazine. If we finish the magazine, we've got some topics that I want to discuss. It's a little odd tonight. It's a little backwards, and I understand that. And I hope that y'all can bear with me as we kind of shake things up around here. But instead of doing a ton of rambling at the start of the evening, I want to try doing a ton of rambling at the end of the evening, if that works for you. And with that in mind, I will remind you of the schedule, and we will get to it. Been having fun with Hollow Knight? Funny that. So have I. But no, it's cool that you're playing it too now. We can compare notes as we get further and further into it. But yeah, I've been having an absolute blast with Hollow Knight. I'm really excited to get back to it on Monday. Too late, we're already 20 minutes. That's nothing. Oh, that's rookie numbers. Seriously. Call me when we get an hour in and we haven't accomplished anything. Please. Please. Do you know who you're talking to here? Tonight's the Power Hours. Tomorrow night is, I don't know. You're gonna have to show up and find out. I'm gonna have to show up and find out. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow night, but it's gonna be a variety of some sort. It's gonna depend on my whims. Tomorrow's gonna be a really good day because we're doing like a half day at work because it's Labor Day weekend, so very excited about that. Saturday is going to depend on the discussion we have at the end of tonight. We may be starting March 1994 in Nintendo Power, or we may be taking a night or two or more to do some other stuff, but we're going to talk about that later. And then no stream on Sunday, of course. Why would I ever stream on Sunday? Unheard of. And then Monday, we're back to Hollow Knight. Appreciate that No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk were able to achieve the goals they set for themselves in the end. I dislike they knew they could get away with shipping in such abysmal states. See, I disagree with that. They didn't know. I don't think they knew that at all. Hello Games in particular seemed really blindsided by the reception that No Man's Sky got, and I think this like years and years and years long redemption arc is basically the result of that. No Man's Sky was their first work? No, it was their second game. Their first game is like some random ass indie platformer that you've never heard of. And their second game was supposed to be the defining space sim of all time. Like, come on. Yeah, and their CEO, I mean, he is like, you know, he has taken responsibility for that. He has done his mea culpa for making promises that he didn't intend to make and shouldn't have made. So yeah, I can forgive a lot there. I mean, you know, I think the condition that it released in was, you know, I didn't play it, but it sounded unacceptable. But I kind of feel for everybody in that situation. Cyberpunk, I think they knew what kind of trouble they were in, but it sounded to me like their hands were tied by some really bad decision makers. So I don't know that whole story. I'm just glad something good came of it eventually. A good game did eventually spawn from it. Yes, Hello Games' next game is also very extremely ambitious. It looks like it's limited to a single planet, but it's another large-scale simulation, and I have to imagine they have a team that's much more ready to take on that task. I want them to make sports too. Someday I'm gonna play Spore. Someday I'm gonna stream Spore on this channel. I do have it. I was so fascinated by that game, and then it launched to extremely mixed reviews, and I never picked it up, and then I just osmosed it up at some point off of Steam, and still never played it. The one that breaks my heart, I have to mention this. I always wanted to play Darkspore. Like the weird Diablo-style RPG they cobbled together out of Spore. I always wanted to play that, but it was a server-based game and they shut down the servers. I've always wanted to sword fight. Funny that, I used to sword fight. I used to be in a fencing club back in high school, and I was actually pretty decent at it. Good evening, Photo Morgana. Good to see you tonight. Spore is fun until you get to the main game, the Space Age. So I've watched a bunch of videos on Spore, and I swear to God, like every video I've watched, like every video from a different person I've watched, has claimed a different part of Spore is the worst part of the game. Yeah, Ambiguous Amphibian never does the Space Age. And I don't think he's real keen on the tribal phase either, because he always uses an exploit to get past that part. Good evening, Chaos and Negarotep. Good to see both of you. Sword fight. Yeah, I was in a fencing club. My parents really wanted me to do something when I was in high school for like college admissions stuff, because I didn't do any sports or anything. And my mom told me that there was a fencing club starting up in our town, and I was like, okay, let's do it. And I went. It was me and like 4 other people at first, and the teacher. And everybody was super cool, and I got really into it, and I met like my best friend at the time there, and we hung out all the time after that. And I went to a couple competitions, and I came this close. I came within like 1 or 2 points of lettering in both of those competitions. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I used to fence epee. There's 3 main weapons in fencing. There's foil. That's the really thin one with the small bell guard, and only the chest is target area. Epee, it has a much larger bell guard and blade, and the whole body is target area, so it's much slower paced and much more strategic. And then there's Saber, which is for Psychopath. Keep forgetting to post the video of my fight from Human Combat Chest. Worst phase of Spore is the phase where Will Wright sells epic NFT. Yeah, don't remind me. God, that's heartbreaking. Done a couple kendo lessons. Thankfully, I started with DDR calluses. Yeah, that'll help. I wish I had fencing in my school growing up. Yeah, we actually, I went to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and they actually had fencing as an elective, so I was able to pick that up as one of my physical activities. And, you know, everything went very smoothly because of that. But yeah, it was fun. It was good. I still remember all the positions. I still remember how you move. I think my body is too old and creaky to really be very good at it anymore. How many people did you kill? None, thankfully. None, thankfully. Fencing is actually an extremely safe sport. It is painful. It will hurt. It will surprise you sometimes. I had one person hit my mask so hard it made sparks. Scared the shit out of me once. But yeah, it is a very, very... Yes, the blades are blunted. In practice, the blades have like thick rubber tips on them. Basically, they're like forks, really. And then in competition, the blades have blunt metal buttons on the end that are used in scoring. So there's nothing really sharp enough to do any damage to somebody. When I was fencing back in like the 2000s, the last fatality in fencing had been like more than a decade before, and it's because it was a total freak accident. Somebody had gone in for a lunge, the other person had like leaned into it. The blade bent so much that like a random flaw in it caused it to fracture, and the broken blade, like, you know. But that is like a 1 in a million chance. Took a semester of fencing in a community college in high school. Came in top 8 in the tourney at the end. Nice, very nice. It's not an easy thing to do. Got second place in my karate competition. Out of 2 total people, myself. Good evening, Boot Blacking. Good to see you. Gotta try archery at summer camps. Crappy equipment, of course, is one of the few things I could do well. Archery is cool. Archery is cool. I think in another timeline I could have really gotten into archery. We had like a crappy bow at home. And I tried messing around with it a few times, but never was any good with it. Used to do Taekwondo. Nice. Very cool. They wouldn't have fencing as an Olympic sport if they weren't able to keep people reasonably safe. Yeah, no, it's an extremely safe sport. It is very, very safe. But yeah, good stuff. Now I just stick to video games, though. Kill and maim all the people I want in this, nobody cares. Well, y'all do, but only if I don't do it very well. Good evening, Deep Thought. Good to see you. I know some of my friends got into some kind of lightsaber fencing a couple years back. To learn Terrace Kasai. I get the feeling I'm going to be put up to that someday. That's one of those games that I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid forever. Andy Falert chat, but I think you've heard this one before. Everybody went out breaking again since Reagan got absolutely murdered. Dude, my kids have been making jokes about her. It's so funny. Draw the line with my 9. It's a real semi-serious thing. I'm not surprised. Anyway, chat, let's get to it. We have every intention of finishing the magazine tonight, and I think we should make an effort to do just that. I mean, we've only got 2 sections to get through, and this one, I feel like people have mostly gotten their jollies out of the top 20. There's nothing particularly unique and interesting in here. I think we can just move on. The original Star Wars Galaxies, you can be an unarmed Terraskasi fighter. Oh, that's cool. It's cool they actually carry that forward. Who would win in a fight, Terraskasi or Ambo Jutsu? Well, I mean, Ambo Jutsu is the ultimate martial art. I mean, they said that. Riker's father said that, so it must be true. The most ridiculous looking thing ever, though. Alright, let's talk about these top 20. So on Super NES, Mortal Kombat is just fatalitizing everybody else here. What is showing? 3 months in the top 20, Mortal Kombat is in the #1 position all 3 months. I actually don't remember that from the last couple months, but I guess so. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and then Link to the Past, Mario All-Stars, and Star Fox in the top 5. And then they've got Jurassic Park, Super Mario Kart, Secret of Mana, Mario Paint, Final Fantasy 2. I'm glad Mario Paint managed to stay in the top 10. I'm glad that people really seem to appreciate that game, because it was really maybe the most unique offering on the Super NES. And I really enjoyed revisiting it all the many times that we have revisited it. And then old busted Street Fighter 2, NHLPA Hockey 93, Mario World, SimCity F-Zero, NCAA Basketball, Alien Cubed, Aladdin, Lost Vikings, and Super Empire Strikes Back are the rest. On Game Boy, it's Zelda. It's all Zelda. And then it's Mario Land 2. Mortal Kombat made it really high up this list, I guess because it's Mortal Kombat. I bet they were kicking themselves that they didn't make an NES port of that thing. Kirby's Dream Land and Tetris are the top 5. Super Mario Land, Metroid 2, Jurassic Park, Final Fantasy Adventure, and Dr. Mario are the top 10. Also gonna say, glad to see Final Fantasy Adventure in the top 10. I don't know if it's riding Zelda coattails or what. And then you get a really weird block here. Final Fantasy Legend 3, 1, and 2 in 11th, 12th, and 13th place. And Baseball 2000, Yoshi's Cookie, Kirby's Pinball Land, F1 Race, Mega Man 2, Yoshi, and the Ren and Stimpy Show. The only Game Boy Mega Man... Keep in mind, they're up to Mega Man 4 at this point on the Game Boy. There are 4 Mega Man games to choose from, and the only one that is charting this month is the worst one. The one that makes your ear bleed. Unbelievable. Plays just shapes and beats one hand so you can treat it like a lightsaber. John Murray started working on one of the Burnout games. What a shame the whole series just died. Hello Games started with Joe Danger. That was it. Thank you. Thank you for that PM Collector point. Yeah, Joe Danger. Yeah. Seriously though, the death of the Burnout series is, I think, one of the great tragedies of the game industry. Those games are legendary. And personally, I loved everything from 3 on. I loved Takedown, I loved Revenge, I loved Dominator, and I loved Paradise. I thought they were all great games in their own ways, and I put countless hours into each one. I made a very real effort to 100% every single one of those games, because they were just so much fun. So viscerally fun. Ambo Jutsu is hilarious. I include a character in my Star Trek TTRPG who's an Ambo Jutsu master, is capable of blind fighting with his staff. I never understood. How could it be the ultimate martial art if you have to have one of those, like, American Gladiators giant Q-tips? Like, shouldn't the ultimate martial art just be something that, like, just basic hand-to-hand unarmed? How can it be ultimate if you need a tool for it? Gun kata is better. Gun kata will always be better. I don't care how bad that movie is objectively. I love Equilibrium. I had so much fun watching that with my friends in college. It would be too dangerous. It's such stupid fun. And it really feels like everybody who made that movie is just having a blast with it, too. You understand you're a black belt in the form? I suppose you're right, Mr. Ryan. I suppose you're right. Red Dwarf had the Ionian nerve grip, which was really hitting someone over the head with a vase. Didn't Gun Fu start with Stranglehold? When was Stranglehold, though? Because, like, Equilibrium is literally Gun Fu, and this is Best Viewers Fu. Aww. Cut down in their prime. Yeah, like, Equilibrium has this whole, like, it's, God. If you haven't seen Equilibrium, please watch Equilibrium. At least until you get to see the gun kata practice, because it's so funny. Tonight's playlist sounds familiar. This one's actually new. I haven't run this one before. This song is from Final Fantasy V, but I will be perfectly happy, pleased in fact, to link you tonight's playlist. Also, good evening, Depressed Cat. Good to see you. Ultimate martial art will involve a weapon so difficult to use the untrained are more likely to hurt themselves. Oh, so nunchuck. Clearly, ultimate martial art is nunchuck. No question. Has anyone ever learned the nunchucks without severely harming each other, without severely harming themselves? Equilibrium is fun. Ultraviolet was just bad. It was. Yeah, it was really bad. Bruising is part of the process of learning. Good evening, 2-Hit. Good to see you. Oh my god, even more cheap viewers. They don't give up. And neither do you guys, chat. Thank you so much. Good work, mods. What if I want expensive viewers? What if I want, like, the premium, top shelf, artisanal viewers? Locally grown and ethically sourced. Stranglehold is the game. Is the sequel? Oh yes, Hard Boiled. Hard Boiled. Yeah, I've never seen Hard Boiled. I've always wanted to. I don't know how much gun fu they actually do in that. I once took over McDonald's with them. That's like dynamite throwing, giving the recipe a range. I could see that. Yeah, dynamite throwing, grenade throwing, the ultimate martial art. I can be bought, baby. Name a price. Bespoke viewers. Oh my god, John. John Woo is awesome, it's true. Alright, NES Top 20. Zelda. Everybody loves Zelda. Mario 3 and Tetris 2 and Kirby's Adventure and Tecmo Super Bowl. That's pretty constant, I think, at this point. They kind of trade places. Well, Tetris 2 is new. I think people are just voting on the strength of the name, really. And then we got... Hold up. Timeout. I'm stopping the music. Chat, look at number 6 on the NES Top 20. Tell me what's wrong with this picture. Hard Boiled is a remedy tried to make with Max Payne, so I think of that kind of bullet damage and things flying everywhere. Oh, then I'm into it. Call throwing dynamite a martial art. Hey, whatever works. Misspelled Final Fantasy 3. There was, of course, chat, only one Final Fantasy on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I mean, it must be a typo. I assume 2 did not come out in the US until much later, and definitely didn't come out on the Nintendo. Yeah, the NES only had the original Final Fantasy. They have Final Fantasy 2 over here in the Super NES Top 20. It's number 10. I think they just typoed it. But I am very distressed by this. The request Final Fantasy 2 on the NES. What will you do? Not play it. Because it's a typo. It's not the intent. It's not what they mean to say here. Wouldn't put a cheap copy paste job past these clowns. Yeah, seriously. Somebody like Bob and George do the top 20. Yeah. Where's Star Tropics? An excellent question. It deserves to be up here, but tragically it is not. This Final Fantasy 2 you speak of spawns in 1990s creepypasta. There might be a D-make somewhere. Jurassic Park is inexplicably at number 8. Yeah, Jurassic Parks are another one. Okay, the Super NES one is legit pretty good. The Super NES one is sitting at 6, and I think that's fair because it's a surprising game with its indoor section. The Game Boy and NES ones I think are just straight up treading on name recognition. Neither one is good. I think people just voted for them because popular movie is popular. Yeah, we got Final Fantasy not 2. The original Metroid, Jurassic Park, Baseball Stars, Battletoads, Dr. Mario, Mega Man 5, Dragon Warrior 4, Tetris, Blades of Steel, Darkwing Duck, Zelda 2, Monopoly, Mario 2, and Mega Man 4. So not Mega Man 6, but 5 and 4 are holding strong in here. Chad is getting Chad is getting reckless. Chad is getting restless. Bring on the games. I hear and obey. Let's do it. Let's do the damn thing. They're both on NES. That keeps it simple. Don't hack saves in Jurassic Park. That game doesn't even have passwords. Absolutely uncivilized. No, it's rough. That's seriously like the one thing that's really missing from SNES Jurassic Park. Like, I'm sure if you know what you're doing, you can get through it in a single sitting, but why would you want to, man? That is just asking a lot. So yeah, that game really needed saves hacked in. I suppose if I really wanted to, if we really wanted to, we could do SNES Jurassic Park with like save states or something. Exhibit me. I'm a junior from Los Angeles, and we're gonna battle New York, I guess. I think we really like this one, if I'm remembering correctly. I think this is the one where you can just punch the crap out of people. Taki, that'd be why I didn't recognize it. Apparently, it simply wasn't enough ROM space to add a continue feature. The hack tried to free up space fit. Interesting. Very interesting. No, you just have... Yeah! Oh, God, yes. Dude! Yeah, I love this game. This game is so much fun. Ah, even when you get punched out. It's great. Like, they really understood the assignment on this one, chat. Ah. Ah. The flashing is terrible, the punching is fun. Okay. I didn't even hit the shoot button. I hit the pass button and he tried to pass it to the goalie. And instead won. One Jurassic Park on PS1 was just woof. I think I relied on stage select cheats because I'm convinced the game is possible to beat. I want to play the T-Rex stages. How many of y'all have played Trespasser? I'm curious about that one. Kill! Murder! Oh, this is weird. Okay. Punching is actually kind of tricky. Get! I think... Okay. I think I may have unlocked some interesting tech here, chat. I think you might actually have a better chance of making a goal if you use the pass button instead of the shoot button. Like, genuinely. Would you like to, like... Bro. What was wrong with him? Ah. Ah. You watch an LP only? Somebody get that thing. Ah. My God, I love this. That guy's actually a very effective fighter. Mine. Ah. Damn. I guess one of my guys ended up in a penalty box. Didn't even notice that. Nice shot, idiot. Arg. But yeah, this is genuinely fun, chat. Mainly because of this. Mainly because you get to clobber dudes. It's so satisfying. Hey! Is the announcer voice saying make the pass? Is like make the pass or hit the pass or something. I had a friend who had the game, but his computer couldn't run it. After reviews from when it came out, my only exposure to Trespasser was the Research Indicates LP. Yes, Trespasser is a PC Jurassic Park first-person shooter. It was extremely ambitious. What is this guy doing? Like, Trespasser is a crazy ambitious game. Oh no! And they definitely bit off more than they could chew with it, but it tried some things that other first-person shooters, like, never really tried. Love how hockey can turn a boxing match on dimes like two sports. Exactly, yeah. A Shin Ramen hack that uses sauteed tomatoes and onions. Huh. Boom! A documentary about digging up the Atari stuff buried in the desert that tried to dispel the notion that E.T. was the worst video game ever. The guy who led the development of Trespasser says E.T. is not the worst. Trespasser is. One immersive HUD to see how healthy you were, you had to look down a hard tattoo and characters test. It's true. It's true. I mean, frankly, it was a design that was just way ahead of its time. Ah. Would somebody? No. Has a good sense of humor about it, at least. Yeah, at least there's that. I love how angry the goalie gets. This is probably gonna end up being one of the highest scoring hockey games ever. Yeah, the model was an hour. And that was the other weird thing about it, is like you only had one arm to do things. Like you only had that one arm. So your character would actually fight with like assault rifles and stuff, but she was just like one arming it. It was crazy. I'm sorry, what? Ah, there we go. Try to do some physics-based thing for aiming and movement, looking incredibly awkward. Yeah, everything was rendered in game, like under the rules of the attempted realistic physics. See. Hey, look what it is! Look who it is! Look what we're doing! Hey, Chad! Even the dinosaurs look like marionettes when they moved, yeah. How many players? 2. I am human.
I like it!
Enter name. Oh, this is mine. Sure, hat. This is a computer. Where's the bottom four? Ollie, you're up. Give me a short game. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, deal out the title deeds, sure. Ollie's going first. Whatever, man. Wow, okay. Give. Woo woo, like seriously? Oh god, I thought I was gonna land on a third railroad. I was gonna lose my mind. Nyeh. So the game did the manual counting other things since then. Receiver. Oh yeah, receiver is. Are you kidding me? This guy on his first go around the board got 3 out of 4 railroads. Jesus Christ. Well, I got both the utilities, so eat my ass. God, you're bad at this game. Give me your $6. You're not applying the computer cheats, are you, Oddish? Aha! Aha! Ha! Trade. Get fuck off. No. 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 Where's the thing? What is it? Offer? Oh, no, no, no. I go up to his side. He wants Park Place. I want Reading Railroad and Pennsylvania Railroad and the short line. They'll trade me the railroads for the utilities? Is that? Fucking low Monopoly is not allowed in my home. We play good board games here. Okay, people who actually understand the strategy of Monopoly. What kind of, like, how would you evaluate this trade? Oh, not even all the utilities, just one? Oh, you're right. Yeah, oh, that's right. He left Park Place on there. You know what? Fine, whatever. Great for you until you land on the dark blue. Okay, that's funny. It's like he knew he was going to land on the electric company.
Don't be coming back now.
Don't be coming back now. I think cheap property is better because you're gonna ramp them up to hotels faster. Yeah. True enough. Aren't your red props are the best since they're the most likely to be landed upon? Yeah, there's a whole statistical breakdown of which spaces people are most likely to land on, right? Due to the distribution of like moves via dice. Oh, it's so good, my god. Love it. Hey, 50 bucks. Yeah, no, that's wait, that's oh, I get all the railroads. I get the fourth and final railroad for $38.
Sold.
I'm the railroad baron. Har har har. And I got $45 from stock. That you can barely tell what's going on here. It looks like he's being attacked by tentacles. I know it's the stock ticker tape thing. Congrats, Mr. Amtrak. Lots of ways to get into jail, so oranges or red are very likely to be landed on. Uh-oh, he can't pay his bill. Time to start mortgaging. Oh boy. Nom 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 nom. And he just mortgaged this one. Lol. Lamau. What are you doing? Okay. He's setting the boardwalk trap. Build houses on the railroad. Just right on the track. I do like that animation. The giant hammer like forging houses into existence. What? What the Christ do you want? He wants Baltic. No. Advanced token to nearest utility. Oh, he goes to the electric company. Well, well, he got his $200 back. Peach, thank you so much for subscribing for 4 years. My God. So very much appreciated. Ah, my railroad. How I enjoy it. Yeah, give me that. Give me that rent. I'm just in time for this exciting game. You certainly are. Go to jail! Go directly to jail. Okay. I'm in jail. Go back 3 spaces. Advance to go collect it. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm in jail. I'm in jail. Give me $6. I'm in jail. Oh my God, this guy's getting so annoying. No. The next time he offers me a trade, I'm quitting.
Don't be coming back now.
What do you think you go to jail for in this game? I'm assessed for street repairs. Total cost, nothing! You think it's like insurance fraud or something? Tax evasion. That would make a lot of sense. Not paying off the cops. Being a filthy red. Num num num. I love the animation of the cash register just eating the money. Adorable. Toot toot, can't pay your bill. Woo woo. Get on the Mortgage Express. I think anarchists were the bugbear back when this was conceived. Delicious monies. Oh, you owe luxury tax. You opulent fuck. Yeah. Government eat his money. Delicious. So delicious. Yeah, of course. How? Excellent question. That's okay. They've worked it out. They cracked the code. They figured it out. The trick to this game is get Boardwalk and Park Place, put all of your houses on Boardwalk, and then be the computer so you can make the human player land on Boardwalk every time they go around the board. It's so simple. Anybody could do it. Give me my money back. Fuck. I mean, statistically, I should bleed this guy out of money before he gets me. I should answer Monopoly is in the top 20 in fucking 94. You better believe it. You better believe it, friendo. You've been elected chairman of the board. Page player $50. Nice. Okay, I said I was gonna quit when he offered me another trade. We're done. This guy is just annoying as shit. But clearly I was lined up to win that one. I had the computer's number on that, despite its obvious cheating. Monopoly is top 20 forever. Watching a YouTube video by a dude tracking all the electrical lines in GTA 4 and see the connecting way that makes sense. What? Seriously? Probably some way to lose that anyway. Surprisingly interesting, I bet. Anyway, welcome to Now Playing, chat. I am no longer the top 20. I am now playing. After this, we are free and clear. We will have made it. We will have survived the issue, chat. Let's see what we got going on. That was amazingly one-sided for a two-player Monopoly game. Dude also made a video about all the rivers in Skyrim trying to figure out where all their sources are. Interesting. That sounds like some genuinely interesting breakdown. Cool. Alright, so, we will certainly see a lot of stuff that was in the magazine. We'll also see a bunch of stuff that wasn't. And I imagine y'all are going to request everything that wasn't, which is fine. It's totally fine. But let's go through them. Let's talk about Choplifter 3 from a company called Extreme. It's a 4 megabit side-scrolling helicopter combat and rescue. Their blurb for this one is, take to the air with Choplifter 3 in this month's power review. You'll see how Extreme put together a helicopter firefight in the arcade mode. Amazing. On the plus side, good controller to chopper and constant shooting action. You get a real sense of combat similar to Desert Strike. The password lets you start where you left off. Very engaging. The minus, the missions aren't very complex and don't require much thought. Some enemies blast you when they're not even visible. That sucks. That's unfortunate, but they seem... Nintendo Power seems overall positive on it. Press X to doubt. Relief Pitcher. This one literally comes from left field. That is the name of the company. This is a 16 megabit game. Out of the bullpen in the Super NES Spotlight comes Relief Pitcher. Does it measure up to its arcade cousin? Read this must be... Okay, I'm going to stop reading these blurbs unless there's something actually interesting. I'm just going to read the highs and lows. I think we had to do that last month, too, because the copy for these, they're getting terrible. Not Mario's missing, so it has to be better, right? Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Good pitching control, including super pitches. The scenario-based gameplay of the Relief Pitcher mode is great for quick games, while starting pitcher mode gives you the chance to go the distance. However, the poor fielding perspective low and looking out from the plate makes controlling defensive players difficult and frustrating. I would not enjoy that. Music from Dragon Quest or Evo. This is neither, as it turns out. It's from Albert Odyssey, which I have to say is like one of the least inspiring RPG titles I've ever heard. Like, straight up, who is Albert and why should I give a fuck about his Odyssey? On a similar note, Young Merlin from Virgin Games. Fascinating hint system using symbols and Zelda-like adventure and puzzle solving, excellent sound, and interesting items and weapons. However, the graphics are rather small and not overly detailed. Play control took some getting used to since enemies can attack on the diagonal, as in Arcus Odyssey. The play isn't very deep. It's actually supposed to be pretty okay. Albert is a rooster. You know, the Crocodile mascot's coming back as something will get the inevitable Gex reboot. Clearly. Championship Pool from Mindscape. There are 12 games to choose from, including most of the popular pool games. Nice graphics with some cool viewpoints. I love the screenshot that they have for Championship Pool, which is basically just a blue void with completely indeterminate shapes on it. I think when I was a kid, I didn't immediately realize that this was a billiards game because it was just a blue void. I thought it was like a swimming pool game. Some of the play controls are non-intuitive. You have to practice with this game before it feels natural. Okay, I mean, that's not the biggest negative ever. Alright, Ranma 1/2 from DTMC. This retailed for $64.99. It actually came out in December of 1993, supposedly. It may look like just another fighting game, but Ranma 1/2 has more of a comic appeal than most games of this type. The characters come from a Japanese comic book about a family whose dad teaches martial arts. I think they kind of buried the lead on that one. The kids become masters and thrash would-be bullies. Yeah, you're still kind of dancing around the point here. This tournament game, you can choose any of 10 characters, including a panda. Since you play team mode with up to 5 players on a team, this really becomes a brawl. It is, yeah, it's technically true. Yeah, I guess. Nice graphics and some unique characters, especially the panda. Nintendo Power is a big fan of the panda. Fans of the comics should enjoy the game. Team mode gives it a different dimension. However, the gameplay is in the Street Fighter II mold. Nothing new. Remember, chat, there can only be one good game of every genre at any given time. We don't make the rules, we just abide by them. I'm not a bowl of instant noodles. Like saying Dragon Ball is about a boy who hangs out with his friends and eats a lot. Exactly, yeah. Didn't Ranma 1/2 get localized as highly Americanized? Did they re-release the same game twice? No, I don't think so. I think there was a Ranma 1/2 game, like a brawler, if I remember correctly, that got heavily Americanized, and then this is like the second one or something. I think. I mean, we'll see once we start this up. I'll remember if it's the one we played before. You should watch Grave the Fireflies, a great film about siblings hanging out in the countryside. God. Oh, Jesus. Argonaut's doing a Crocmouth remaster. Wait, that Argonaut? Argonaut? Who's Argonaut? Maybe it is the same game? Argonaut, the Star Fox 1 2 dev? Oh my god. Aha, you want something. It's not appropriate for principle of my standing to be fighting anyway. Yes, this is a $65 game. Tisk tisk, of course, some people can find happiness only through fighting. That's why I'm battle coordinator. Is that clear? Yes, it's fine. Shut up. Maybe this is the game that got Americanized, and then they re-released the original version. Do y'all remember the game we're talking about? Wasn't there an earlier fighting game that was this, but like, yeah, I can't recall the name. I don't actually remember. If y'all can figure it out, we can play that one too. Street Combat. Okay, so let's play this real quick, and then let's go check out Street Combat. Principle is it true that gives students don't have something. Aloha, news travels fast. Let me explain. Don't. Please don't. Please just don't. Gymnastics girl got turned into a clown. Ranma and Gotsun. Hi. Jesus, this guy's eyes. Bro has seen some shit. Hi. Hi. Can I just chain throw this guy? Because I will. Ow. I won! Great animation, lousy sound. Yeah, it sounds like it would record inside a tin can. Ouch. Oh no. Don't you chain throw me. God, I'm so used to just pushing up to jump. I can't believe there's a button for it. How dare you? Ouch. Hey, they fucking nerd. Privilege of girl mode, punch him in the balls. Ranma, it's not nice to pick on people weaker than you are. You should talk, swinging nails around like that. What a weirdo. Ranma receives credit for PE class. This is what passes for public education in Japan. Kane. I do not remember Ranma 1/2. I read it for a while, but it wasn't really my thing. Oh god. I am finished. Kane is the tomboyish main girl. Okay. I read a bunch until I realized every Ranma story is the same story. Yeah, that was my problem. So the same author did a romance series called Meissan Ikoku. And I actually read that one before Ranma. And I really liked it because it starts to get really repetitive, and just when it seems like it's gonna run like wear out its welcome, it actually ends. Like the story actually wraps up. And my problem with Ranma is it doesn't do that. Ranma just keeps going. Spoilers for anyone planning to watch the new one since she starts off with long hair for like a couple chapters. Let me try one other character. Yes, Ranma's male and female forms are separate characters in this. I was playing as female Ranma. Shut up! So, okay, there's male Ranma, female Ranma, Akane, purple lady, blue lady, brunette lady, panda, goth loser, Quaker Oats guy, and Apollo? Ranma's not the place to look for plot or development. It only ended like 10 years back. Ryoga. The purple lady is. Once upon a time, I don't care. You always have to start with this loser. What is she fighting with? Oh my god, I thought that, okay, they're like giant clubs or something. I thought they were beach balls. Shampoo is Chinese. Yeah, big tonfa. Big tonfa. Huge tonfa. She's the one who turns into a cat. Right, so like every single character in Ranma falls into an enchanted hot spring at some point, right? And they all turn into something. I know she came from a village of Amazons. Not everyone, but a lot of them. I'm doing terrible. I'm not very good with shampoo chat.
Yeah.
Yeah! Does she also have zero sense of direction? One person literally tosses on to like 8 of them. So what happens if you fall into one hot spring and then you fall into another one? Like, do you get conditional transformations, or do they all occur at once? Like, if you fall into the one that turns you into a girl and you fall into the one that turns you into a cat, does that mean you turn into a girl cat instead? All at once? Shampoo studies the code of conduct for Amazon-type women once more, and thinks about the proper path her life should take. Confucius say life's a bowl of cherries, mine is nothing but the pits. Okay. All right. Sit tight. We're gonna try something else. We're gonna review what that got turned into. I don't think Confucius actually said that. It's a walking stereotype, but a cool beloved one. Street combat, right? Street combat. This is like a decently localized game for the time. Well, that's because it was their second attempt, apparently. Are you sure it was Street Combat? It is? How the fuck did they get this out of that? I mean, it is the same buttons. That's insane, though. Why is it animated better? I mean, they had to redo, like, it's all custom sprites. I mean, it seems to me like they basically they took the engine and built an entirely new game out of it. I mean, that's that crazy punch. Tyrone could theoretically be the goth dude. He just has a fireball instead of throwing the doll thing. So there's less personality? I mean, yeah, these are incredibly generic. Are we sure this wasn't a different Ranma one having him? I'm relying on chat for this information. There are definite commonalities. Like, it definitely feels like the same engine. A lot of these moves are the same. The main menu is the same. Can't hang with me, bro. Kangaroo Floor has the deets. Okay. Okay, okay. Irem chose to give the game a ridiculous ultra-American reskin and releases Street Combat. Oh, because Viz gave the license there to GTNC. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. Okay. So this was the first Ranma fighting game. They got localized as Street Combat. And then the Ranma game we just played was the sequel. So they're not the same game. But this is the first Ranma game. This is made out of the bones of the first Ranma game. And then the one we played was the second Ranma game. Yeah. There we go. So wait, okay, hang on, then. Do I have the original? Damn sultry clown. Oh. That's it, okay. I know we've done this before, but just one more time. So this should be the game that Street Combat was cobbled together out of. Jesus. Yes, okay. Okay, so this is the original Japanese version of that game. Yep, there you go. Yep, there you go. Fuck you, Dad. Stage background is instantly so much more interesting. Yeah. Actual animated snow? Yeah, seriously. Yeah, it's got blood too. That's a surprise. Too lazy to animate the snow in the West. It doesn't snow in America. What are you talking about? Good tree animation too is so much better. Oh god. Ah, yes, that. Holy shit. Whoa, that was cool. Whoa, we can double jump, too. Oh, I'm back. Faces are so good. Look at that. Oh, he turns into a panda. Panda mystery has been solved. Damn it, his kick has a higher priority. And you can't block that currently? The throw animation. The throw animation was so good. No! No, I want to see the clown. Who got declowned? Ranma is really about ridiculous fights and gags. Romance is way, way down the list. Amazing how much they tactically gutted all the personality. Yeah, clearly. Oh man, what a rabbit hole that was. Whew. That continue screen? Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was my pleasure, Peach. That's not the most fun here, is when we find stuff that, like, was weirdly localized and we can compare and contrast. I love doing that. Alright. But the game was in the Street Fighter 2 mold, so nothing new. Side pocket. It's pool. Billiards. Control is easy and precise. Trick shooting option is challenging. Fewer pool games are included than in championship pool. Whatever, who gives a shit. Alright, here's what I really want to talk about, chat. Barbie Supermodel from High Tech Expressions retails for $59.95. 8 megabits of high fashion doll simulation. Do you have the look? If you've ever dreamed about being a high fashion model and what red-blooded American game player hasn't, here's your chance to see if you have what it takes. Identify different shades of eyeliner. Learn to walk on a runway in a fashion show. Drive a hot car at school zone speeds. Look into a mirror. Yes, you too can live the enchanted life of Barbie. I feel like there's some subtext here. That maybe... I feel like there's a little subtext here that we might be picking up on. On the plus side, Barbie fans will love the interactive nature of this super dress-up game. Minus side, the typical player probably won't find anything of interest. Expect a sort of sim model experience. Tell me more about the typical player, Nintendo Power. I'm curious. But are we enough? These writers aren't cowards. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. Can we get more sex with that Nintendo part? That's okay. Everybody knows that women didn't start playing video games until the woke DEI hires dragged them into the industry. Let's see. Alrighty. Let's see, I think we played NES and Game Boy Barbie at this point. And they were okay. They were not great. There are actually 2 Barbie games on the Super Nintendo chat. We're playing a halfway decent Barbie game on Game Boy that's like a point-and-click adventure. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, both of the Barbie games I played before were platformers, and I don't think they sent their A-team developers to work on that. Get the drift. Tahoe Software Production. Looking pretty super there. Can't deny it. The Olsen twins milked to death by the game industry. Game level. Supermodel? Sure. That has a lot of hair. Oh shit, oh shit. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Oh my god, where the fuck did you come from? Jesus Christ. B. Is trying to be heaven is a place on earth? Match Barbie with magazine cover. I'm sorry, I wasn't entirely paying attention to what she was wearing. One weird thing is a lot of the DS era games that look like kids' shovelware are actually stealth localization of decent Japanese. I've heard about that. I've heard about that. There's like a figure skating game that's like unrecognizable from the cover art, but it's actually like an anime game. God, what the Christ was she wearing? I think the first one was it. Yeah, I like the outfits too. It has a lot of them. Like a lot of them. Somebody stop me if I go past it. Some of these might actually be iconic. I think you're right. Wait, I feel like we went all the way around. We did. I think it was this one. This bonus 0. I don't know. Well, I know what to look for next time. Okay. I don't think that was legal, Barbie, but you do you. The pants were wrong? Oh shit, I wasn't even thinking about the pants. I thought they were just whole... I thought they were whole outfits. Fashion Dreamer, that's the Switch one. I think, are we practicing walking on the runway? How many times do I have to do this? How actual many times do I have to do this? Barbie has a very full schedule of maintaining all of his careers. Dude, seriously. Is there anything that Barbie doesn't do? It's like fashion model and fashion designer and museum curator and neurosurgeon and entrepreneur and yeah, mess around. That's Barbie's even cross dimensions in the real world. Maybe no drug dealer Barbie. I think we need to see if pharmacist Barbie has a little side hustle going on. That's all I'm saying. Music sounds like Captain Novolin. Oh god, don't say that. I don't know what's... What? Okay. I hit start because I was tired of doing it, and I guess we're just leaving now. Clandestine Wetwork Specialist Barbie. I mean, it's true. There's a bunch of spy Barbie movies. Guess those are your shift at work done, time to go home. Match Barbie with magazine cover. Okay, Barbie hat. God damn it. Okay, that's the right headband. We gotta do this shit. Okay. I didn't fully understand the interface. Okay, cool. Earrings. Earrings were that. And then, oh god. Oh god. Oh fuck. I wasn't paying attention to her makeup. Chat, this is hard. It is not easy being Barbie. Oh, okay, I got the hair and I got the earrings, at least. If it's legal and safe for work, Barbie's done it. Barbie is stopping tropic collapse in the space. That's what you know about women. Barbie's probably never been a maritime salvage engineer. But what if she has, though? What is that on the edge of the screen? Barbie! Oh, shit, okay. This is what we were practicing for. I did it. Game points, 780. I got bonus points. Total points. I did it. I did it. I survived a day in Barbie's shoes. And I gotta say, chat, it's not easy. It ain't easy being this lady. The Barbie game on PC was legit banger music. Like after this is done, I have to post here because it's insanely hard. Oh, okay. So Barbie lounging on the beach is dreaming about Barbie roller skating at the beach. Beware of low-flying seagulls. I'm sure lots of people did giant Barbie destroying towns. I feel like anybody with Barbie dolls had to have done that at some point. My kids did. Oh, sorry. Damn. Sorry about that. Okay, match Barbie with magazine cover. Okay, green and yellow swimsuit. No. Reminds me of beach level and Skater Die too. I had one of those my size Barbies. It was like 3 feet tall. Oh damn. Good thing Barbie has so many jobs. She has a lot of expensive wardrobes. I think maybe it was the red and white one, but you have to change up the colors too. It's a lot of outfits. Not that one. Okay, I think it was this one, but this is the wrong color. Like, how do you... No. How do I get them to change color? Oh, that button. Okay. Oh fuck, I don't remember what color his shoes were. Was it this? I think maybe it was this. I did it, chat! I actually did it! Oh yeah, Barbie. Watch out for that old loser. Yo! Oh, Barbie. Okay, so you get to practice this as many times as you want. That's how this works. It's very fun putting her in my clothes while it lasts. Oh, I bet it was, yeah. It's YBYB, I got it. Okay, cool. Alright, time to skate back from whatever pocket dimension we were doing that in. Okay. I'm sorry, man. That goes by too fast. Was it that? I don't know. Yeah, but I didn't get anything else. That's fine. This is California Games. I mean, if California Games is about high fashion, sure. Does Barbie ever take a day off? I think it's probably a plot point. I think you're probably right. Good evening, Sacrificial Toes. Good to see you. Oh, shit, that was one button. I went and gone and fucked it up, chat. But I still got plenty of points. Alright. Ski Chalet Barbie. This time she's just walking. Okay. I think I've had enough Barbie. Just every job, she's also raising her sisters. There's probably no real day off. That's the thing, yeah. She got a big family. And she's always, like, she's taking them on trips to, like, her friend's horse ranch and her French aunt's fashion boutique, and everything's all fucked up, and the bank's about to foreclose on them so they could tear it down and build, like, a gold mine or some shit. So Barbie and her sisters have to work through all this to save the day, and God, the hell is Skipper during all this? I feel like if Ken's family is rich, it's gotta be nouveau rich though, right? So. Skipper's age is back and forth over time. Yeah, because there's Barbie and then Skipper and then, oh God. I used to know this. Barbie has 3 sisters, right? Stacy and Kelly, thank you. I knew how many there were. I just couldn't nail it down. Who the fuck is Stacy? The middle sister of the younger sisters, obviously. Jesus, Tradon. Change Kelly to Chelsea now. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter's had a Barbie book. It was a bunch of like 5-minute. Who the fuck is Oddish? Nobody important. You don't need to devote brain power to that. Yeah, my daughter's had a Barbie book. It was like 5-minute Barbie stories, and it had like just all of them doing shit. And it was like, oh God, I'm trying to remember. I think Chelsea. Can't remember. One of them was like really into sports. One of them was really into animals. And one of them was like, I'm not making this up, a hacker. Like, she spent all of her time on the computer, just like fucking hacking Gibsons or something. But still had the time to just like look fucking amazing. From Tengai Makio Zero, I recognize the song. Spot on. Good on you, Shadows. I think they had Hacker Skipper. Yeah, I think that tracked. I think it was the oldest of the younger sisters was the hacker. Yeah. When I was working at Toys R Us, there was an anniversary thing for Barbie, and we got pamphlets for her history. That's cool. That's very, very cool. Hard to keep track of the lore because no character has a ton and they're never consistent. Yeah, that's the thing. If you go to the Barbie movies, like all the different CG Barbie movies, like Barbie has different backgrounds for each of them, and it's kind of confusing because sometimes it's like Barbie is an actress who's playing a character, but sometimes it's just Barbie in like an alternate reality for herself. But then also sometimes it's Barbie as an actress, but she's aware of being an actress in the story itself. Yeah, it's like myth retelling. Yeah. like Barbie is the modern Beowulf or something. Literally the only reason I know Ken as a country club member. Barbie simply is, yeah. Alright, you know what else simply is? Mario. And this time he's got a goddamn time machine from Mindscape. More Mario edutainment from Time Machine. From what? No, from Mindscape. And he's got a time machine. Something. Barbie having Marilyn Monroe eyes. Barbie is the woman. She contains within herself the essence of all women. She sometimes has Marilyn Monroe eyes. Other times she does not. Mindscape's second edutainment project featuring Nintendo's Mario character sends the famous plumber down the drains of time in search of artifacts stolen by time-trippin' Koopas. As with Mario's missing, the game has none of the action normally associated with Nintendo's Mario games. In this edutainment title, you'll collect information in different places and times, which fill in the blanks on a quiz page. The one action element is time surfing, which uses a Mode 7 effect. On the plus side, unlike Carmen Sandiego games, you don't have to know the subject to play the game. You can actually learn a thing or two. However, non-intuitive commands can make the game frustrating to control. Players expecting a traditional Mario game will not find it here. Yes, it is requested. It is now. Mario's time machine is now. The past has become the present. Can I double request it? Sure. You can request it as many times as you want. We're only gonna play it once, though. Oh boy. Okay. Mario's Time Machine is at the bottom of a block of several other Mario edutainment games that we haven't gotten to yet, and I am really not excited to. Can I just play Mario's Time Machine while playing Mario's Time Machine? I would need my own time machine to do that, I think. Nobody knows what happens to Tootie, Todd, and Chrissy. They're probably all raising 5 more siblings. It's time, my cunning Koopas. Use the time machine to steal the most valuable artifacts that history has to offer. Mario, my collection is almost complete. And there's not a thing that you can do to stop me. Why does Mario have a dedicated TV line to Bowser? Bowser's museum is inside his castle. I have to get in there and return all the stolen artifacts before history is changed forever. He wants to smooch Bowser. At last, Bowser's castle. I'll show that no good reptile. He can't mess with history as long as I'm around to set things right. That's like a Ninja Gaiden castle, honestly. The greatest collection of all time is nearly complete and it's all mine. No one's happy now. Dude, this is back a sick Mario rap backing track. Castlevania-ass Mario. Barbie gets Ash, it just says that and gets far away. Here we go. You can start adventure or continue onward. In the 90s, there was a Ken that came with a... Wow, okay. Was not familiar with that. Alright. It's so weird that it has the same graphics and sound effects, but just, you know, isn't. Return to owner. I have an apple. Why do I have an apple? What am I doing? Cambridge, 1687, born on Isaac Newton, went on to become the world's greatest scientist. Newton was uninterested in school until he attended university. His studies there were interrupted by London's Great Plague of 1665. Dude, man, having so much fun. Oh, goodness. Tuesday is back as a family farm in Woolsthorpe. Newton invented calculus, made major discoveries in optics, and formulated his famous theory of after observing a falling apple. Famous theory of death. This is a history Mad Libs, chat. Oh, boo. Oh, you get a sad face, too. You have failed. Oh fuck. I think I just, uh-oh. Oh, Lord have mercy. Where are we going? I guess I need to collect all the mushrooms? Question, the real question, if you don't already know this stuff, how are you supposed to know? You're supposed to go back to the time period and they give you the answers. Am I supposed to go in one of these whirlpools or something? I guess so. Okay. So I need to go back to Cambridge, 1687. No, I don't want it. God damn it. Get the fuck out of here. What, just the Pacific? You can warp to just the Pacific? Cambridge. It was 1897? No, it's AD, okay. 1686. 1687? 1687. Okay. Go. Let's go fast. Gotta go fast. That was a shitty one. Why you put them so close together? You asshats. Alright. Welcome to Cambridge, I guess. What are we doing here? Hi, what's this place? This is my good man, is the Royal Society. We're a collection of learned men of science who meet to promote scientific discussion. I cannot imagine your business here. Excuse me, I was just asking about Newton. I see, a friend of Isaac's, eh? 'Tis true, it must be said. He is one of the great minds of our age. He made a full-fledged member at the age of 30, the young upstart. Wow, what did he do? He may have put me out of business. Take this lens. I grind precision lenses for telescopes. The Newtonian reflecting telescope may make them obsolete. What's a reflecting telescope? Ask his astronomer friend, Edmund Halley. 2 doors down. I'd need to find my unfinished manuscript of the Principia to tell you anything more about Newton. It was the only copy in existence. An apple? It is a temptation, but no, I think not. Okay. Dog. Dog. Can't do anything with the dog. Hi, can you tell me where I am? Merry Christmas to you, sir, and welcome. This is Cambridge, one of the oldest universities in the world. Gee, what are you studying? Many disciplines of infinite fascination, astronomy, physics, mathematics. It was, of course, much easier before Isaac Newton invented the calculus. What's calculus? Oh, 'tis to make the head swim. Calculus is a very advanced type of mathematics that has allowed us to solve innumerable problems which remain mysteries before. You may have this book on calculus. Is this game supposed to be for children? Because what child knows the word innumerable? Leibniz would disagree. Dude, fuck calculus. Agreed. Can you tell me why this apple is important? Of what import import could such a fruit be? I prithee, leave me now. I must finish this lecture upon Isaac Newton's 3 laws of motion, and the second escapes my memory. But good sir, I prefer my Macintosh. Excuse me, my name is Mario. A pleasure to meet you, sir. I am Edmund Halley, astronomer. Edmund Halley, like in Halley's Comet? You refer, no doubt, to the great comet of 1862. Using Isaac Newton's theory of gravitation and his laws of motion, I predicted his return in about 76 years. Sounds like you owe a lot to Isaac Newton. He is without peer. In fact, I'm financing the publication of his Principles of Mathematics, which I call by the Latin name Principia for short. You may have this rough draft. Did Isaac Newton help astronomy in other ways? Beyond measure, but just right now I seem to have misplaced my telescope lens. Do you see it, old chap? You an apple? I've already taken of one today so as to keep the doctor away. Okay. Hi, I'm trying to return this. Please, away with you, small person. I must publish a book of my discoveries, and I cannot recall the origin of my theory of gravity. What a dreadful birthday has befallen me this day. Well, shit. Am I the weird one who kind of enjoyed calculus? Yes. You and only you. Okay, so, born on Christmas Day. I said born on Christmas Day. Newton was interested in school instantly attended Cambridge University. His studies were interrupted by London's Great Black Plague. Famous theory of gravitation. Newton's 3 laws of motion? Revolutionized both physics and astronomy, and he also discovered the blank of white light. What of white light? The light bulb of white light. The what of white light? Spectrum. Thank you. White light invented the first reflecting telescope. The London's Royal Academy of Science made him a full-fledged member at the young age of 4,000. Was it 30? It was 30. Newton actually waited many years before publishing his discoveries in 2 landmark books. The Principia, I guess? Sports Illustrated. And Diva! I did it! I did it, chat. What do I do with it? Who actually cares? Is that a thermal detonator? What did he do? I guess that was a recall device? Mario blew up time is the ultimate nullifier. Like, I don't know what any of these are, champ. Mario created a pipeline through time. Okay, so these are different. Okay. Different artifacts, technically. Oh, you have to fill it in again. Okay. I don't know how this works, and I really don't care because this is super boring, chat. I'm sorry. It's super boring. I'm sorry. It's super boring. Powerfully, intensely boring. You just don't care about Isaac Newton, it's true. Fuck Isaac Newton. He invented calculus. Seriously, fuck that guy. Pro sport hockey. Big characters, including a big, easily seen puck. NHLPA license, line editing, battery back memory, and options like fatigue and home luck add value. Narrow field of view limits how you set up plays. Difficult pass accurately because your teammates are off the screen. The moment seems particularly slow. This will teach kids that learning can be fun. No, it's boring. Riddick Bow Boxing. Realistic action lets you move around the ring and pick your punches. You have to outthink your computer opponents to win. Good challenge in tournament mode. However, the graphics have a cartoon feel that detracts from otherwise realistic feel of the game. Play control isn't always responsive. Sometimes you'll throw a punch, but the game won't let you. I actually have a higher opinion of Riddick Bow Boxing than Nintendo Power does, honestly. Seems less tedious than Mario is Missing, at least. No, I would actually rather play Mario is Missing. Mario's Time Machine has too much shuffling around in menus. At least in Mario is Missing, you can like run around the city and you can jump on Koopas at least. That's cool. That's fun times. Okay, I gotta get it out of the way. Oh, shit. Okay. Riddick Bow Boxing was the one that you can move around the ring. Yeah, I'll show you real quick. Game titles, Werewolf Olympic Games. Get ready for a big fucking face, chat. I warned you. I warned you, chat. You didn't believe me. Sure, career mode. Choose career to continue. Monty Williams. Let's start a new career. Oh my god, you can it's actually a create a boxer thing. Wow. Choose a head. Oh, Mustache Man, absolutely. Blue Mustache Man. Makes it look like an Oni. We got dark blue to match. We do. Perfect. Love. There we go. Perfect. Power. Maximum power. Select your opponent. Jamie Thorley. Prepare yourself. Call him max power. So I have no speed. I have no stamina. But man, I got a punch. Fight. Yeah, so you can actually move around your opponent. It's really cool. Yes, pattern recognition is not the best. So basically last time I won by just throwing a million punches. Just throw more punches than the other guy. More of them will land. Everything will be great. I lose a lot of stamina really fast when this guy goes in. Turns out having no stamina is a bit of a liability. And it took 6 or 7 rounds to even get knocked down last time. It did. This is a very slow-paced game. It's very good, I think. I think it's a very solid boxing game. But yeah, you really got to invest some time in this thing. This would have ruled on the DS. Oh, that's a good point, yeah. Yeah, this probably would have done real well on the DS, yeah. Ding, ding. So yeah, I'm winning because I threw twice as many punches as him. I was packed like a Trump rally. Well, we're like the lowest ranked boxers. So yeah, you can see his face portrait is starting to fade from the top. Once it gets down near the bottom, then he's in knockout territory. Oh, he got me with an uppercut. I'm losing my mind with the entire GOP convention being a grinder hotspot. Is that funny? Ooh! God, that looked brutal. He's getting pissed, chat. Oh. Yeah, honestly, I feel like you kind of have to make a well-balanced fighter in this. What happened to playing as that guy's palette swap? That was last time. This time we made a custom fighter. I do not think I'm the crowd's favorite. Punch, 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 punch. I'm definitely doing a lot more damage to him than he is to me, and I'm winning on points, so. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that. So you can see, it is a cool boxing game. It is a very cool boxing game. But yeah, slow. It is a slow one. Alright, let's talk about the games on this page, chat. RNC draws in more business for the sex worker industry than DNC every time. Alfred Chicken? Alfred Chicken. Alfred Chicken is in fact on this page. RoboCop versus Terminator from Virgin. When two of the toughest metal men in history clash, you know there will be sparks. In the dark future where Skynet rules the world, only a force of law like RoboCop can hope to save humanity. And with lots of firepower and enough armor to withstand a nuclear blast, you'll stalk through burnout cities, blasting everything you see. Enemies pop up in likely places, including background screens where they can attack from great distance. Plus side, dark menacing graphics and constant action. There's a password save your progress, good sound effects. Minus side, not much play variety. RoboCop isn't agile enough to evade many attacks. That's always the problem with the RoboCop game. Is like, you can't really make a traditional platformer out of him because he's clunky. He doesn't run and jump. He's just a guy in an iron lung. He just happens to be, like, impervious to almost anything. Super Chase HQ from Taito. Crime's getting out of hand, out of town in their hot cars. But we played this one. Yeah, this was that kind of pursuit racing game. Despite the simplicity of this game, it's fun to chase the bad guys and drive them off the road. There isn't much challenge. Super Chase is a change of pace from the typical race driving game. The negative isn't really a negative here. The Robocop vs. Terminator vs. Inspector Gadget. Winter Extreme Skiing and Snowboarding. This one was awful. This was the one that tried to do 3D Mode 7 skiing and just, like, burned your eyeballs out. Terrific use of Mode 7 effects. I'm gonna have to dispute your use of the term terrific. For the Super NES, give the game superior graphics with a true feeling of speed. I mean, you definitely get that feeling of speed. No kidding. Good play control and a full range of play modes, including 2-player alternating. Minus side, snowboarding jump moves are very limited. There's no freestyle skiing or snowboarding competition. Could have been fun. It's difficult to see the track on some of the runs. Read all of the runs. I think Nintendo Power is being way too generous. This game is borderline unplayable the way it is. It is so unbelievably hard to see what the fuck you are doing at any given point in this game. Lester the Unlikely. Excellent animation similar to Prince of Persia? I don't know. The game has a good learning curve, starting easy and becoming more challenging. However, 3 limited continues aren't enough for a puzzle-solving game of this sort where you have to experiment a great deal. Yeah, that's for goddamn sure. You have to beat the entire game on 3 lives in like a Prince of Persia style platformer. It's not a good idea. Absolutely not. Dennis the Menace. What the fuck? Switchblade Sam is stalking the Wilsons' house? There's a character in Dennis the Menace named Switchblade Sam? He sounds like a serial killer. Only Dennis has a sense to try and stop. Unfortunately, Mr. Wilson wants Dennis to go back to bed. If he catches you, he'll ruin your efforts. Why does Mr. Wilson want Dennis to go back to bed? He's not his father. He was the bad... Dennis the Menace had a bad guy? And it wasn't Dennis the titular menace? Trying to memorize the whole game. Played by Christopher Lloyd. Holy shit, really? Game has good graphics, solid overall play control, though Dennis tends to drift a bit like the Addams Family characters in earlier Ocean games. Dennis was staying at his house in the... Oh, okay, so this is... Okay, this is entirely based on the movie, then. Minus side, the game isn't very engaging, and the Dennis character never comes to life. I mean, that's entirely fair, and that's a huge problem with almost all licensed games, really, is they just fail to capture the actual appeal of the property that they've licensed out. That's one of the high points of Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage on this very page, is it actually did that. It actually does feel like playing through a Looney Tunes episode. Alfred Chicken from Mindscape. Eggs have been mysteriously disappearing from Pecklesville? And only Alfred Chicken has the pluck to take the... I see what they did there, chat. Alfred has only limited ability to fly, and peck objects and dive bomb enemies. Each of the 5 multi-stage worlds has several areas where Alfred must collect gems, eggs, and balloons. There are bonus stages as well where you can add 1-ups in a shell game. Hidden blocks and various simple puzzles are scattered throughout the game, adding the challenge. Stages are timed. There's also a password for a selected stage. If you want to play chicken, this is the game for you. Colorful graphics, lots of stages, a password, and good play control. However, the passwords are few and far between, and since they are icons rather than numbers or letters, they are hard to use. Interesting that there are no actual negatives Nintendo Power lists for the gameplay itself. It's just the password feature they're grousing about. For Cluck's sake. I wish it was called that because that's how much shit they published. Okay. Alfred Chicken and Super Chase have been requested, so we'll do the chicken first and then go back. Took a look at the Bugs Bunny game. While it's definitely better than Death Valley Rally, it's also pretty much exactly what you expect. Visuals over gameplay. Could not disagree more. We played Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage is the cover feature for this issue. We played it 3 nights back, and it's really good. It is really, really good. It's got some jank to it, certainly, but it has so much personality, and the gameplay really makes use of a lot of the concepts from the cartoons. Like you get anvils and firecrackers and all kinds of neat situational items to use against the unique enemies in each level. It's really, really good. It's a really well done game. Takes a little bit of getting used to. It's easy to take a lot of damage at this game, and it's easy to fall into bottomless pits and such, but once you come to grips with it, it's really fun. It's really, really... And like I said, it's one of the very, very rare license games that actually carries over the appeal of the property that it's licensed from. Like, you really do feel like you're playing through the cartoon, and that's a rare thing, especially for this era of licensed shovelware trash. So yeah, Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage is honestly a pretty bright spot in Sunsoft's license lineup, because they made a lot of Looney Tunes games, and they're kind of all over the place, really. Fuck, I had trouble finding this one time before, and it's because it's sorted over here. Got sorted into my European ROMs for some. This is because Alfred Chicken is a flawless gem. I think we did play this before. Alfred Chicken is a registered trademark of Twilight. Start. Play the game. Stage 01. Alright, what does it do? It does that. Okay, you flutter. Okay, and he can nosedive. This is such a fan of Whiplash. Gory Cuddly Carnage looks up your alley. The diamonds. Do you want to play Whiplash at some point? It was interesting, I'll give it that. This is very Amiga. Well, I exploded. Oh boy. Seriously found a bird game worse than Flicky? Oh god. Is Alfred Chicken based? Oh god. Is Alfred Chicken based on something? Was this some other property, or this game one of those which makes you reach for the mute button after a few minutes? Yeah, I remember talking about that last time we played it. The soundtrack wears out its welcome real fast. Alfred Chicken is based on Alfred Chicken. Not based on anything, okay. It simply is. They should pop those green balloons. That didn't even occur to me. You're probably right. Also, I realize I'm running out of time, too. Turn something off. Oh, yeah, I need to do that. Excellent. Forks. What the fuck? I'm sorry. At first glance, I thought that pot said Mr. Penis. But the smaller ones are checkpoints. I bet you're right. It does say Mr. Peckles. Yeah, I just, you know, we all see what we want to see. This looks so simple. The play control is actually fine. The play control is not bad. Play control is fine. Graphics are fine, though the entire aesthetic of this game is certainly a choice. Looks a bit floaty. Yeah, it's really not too bad. Like, I think the control in this game is fine. Amiga aesthetics are basically throw a bunch of shit at the wall. Oh, I can shoot now. I got a gun. Whoa, fucker. I fucking hate how Twitch is tossed in the side screen ads now. They shrink the mainstream window. If you have ad blockers turned on, they never put back regular size. Ooh. That sounds really shitty. Shit, no, fuck, god damn. Aww, I found something to recover and died anyway. That hedgehog eat your fucking heart out. Yeah, we don't need Shadow the Hedgehog. We have gun snails at home. If you have them on, there's a toggle button to turn them off. I can check later. I've definitely never turned anything like that on. Yeesh. Oh. Should you have to opt out of it manually? Yeah, that's a good point. It's probably something they turned on for me ages ago. Okay. The fuck is the swim animation? Chickens are known for their strong swimming ability. I did it, chat. I beat 2 whole stages of this thing. Thank you, Mr. Penis. Oh, at some point this blocks belly cap. All chickens are bastards. This is stage supposed to be some kind of Twisted Kids toy box. This feels like the kind of game that doesn't really have a setting. I don't think it has a setting. I think it just exists. I think Alfred Chicken exists to suffer. The setting is Amiga, yeah. All right, let's see here. Go zooming around, chat. Zooming with Taito. Good old Taito. Never let you down. Do. Sunday morning in America. A suspected member of a smuggling gang was found dead at the beach. The department had recently been keeping him under observation. We have reason to believe the gang was tipped off. The suspect was removed to prevent us from learning about their plans. Round 1. Start. How?
This is Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. There's been an incident at the beach. The suspect was last seen driving a stolen red sports car. He's armed with a pistol. Proceed and apprehend immediately.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Roger.
So this is honestly a really neat game. Like, it's animated really well. It has a good screen layout where the action is happening in the middle. And it feels like you have a lot more control in this game than you do in some racing games on the Super Nintendo. Like, honestly, a lot of SNES racing games, it feels like as soon as you see a car coming up in front of you, you just don't have the control or time to get out of its way. You end up smashing into it. I like the stomach icons. I'm sure they're boosters. They are indeed boosters, yes. Tunnel effect is very cool. Simple, but effective. Yeah, this is the crash into the crook game. And if I remember correctly, as long as you save your turbos, you can do this very, very quickly. How long is the game? No idea. I do not know. We're coming up on the end of the level. Yeah, we gotta fuck the car up pretty bad. But yeah, if you're running turbo, it's no problem to keep pace with them and just like slam into their sides. There we go. Wow, 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 wow.
You're under arrest.
You're under arrest. Got his hands. During the investigation into Sunday's case, we discovered a map that pinpointed the location of the gang's next deal. We arrived as the deal was going down. The secretary of a popular local city councilman was identified taking part. We were attempting to make an arrest. However, the gang was alerted to our presence. They proceeded to open fire.
This is Nancy.
There's been a shooting. Suspects were last seen driving away in a four-wheel drive and motorcycle. Motorcyclist is considered armed and dangerous.
Good luck.
Okay, actually, chat, I need to move on from this because I'm starting to get really, really tired, and I do want to make it through the magazine before I fade out tonight. But this is a good game. This is a genuinely good game. It's very cool. Decent variety of stages and challenges. Like Nintendo Power said, it's not terribly challenging, but sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you like just being able to like turbo boost through some person's ass. Feeling tired too, gonna head off yourself? Alright, sounds good, Trade On. Game might have had zero marketing, yeah, definitely. Alright, Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage. We played this one, we know this one. They say beautiful graphics and often funny, wonderfully alive animations are even better than Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally. Not a big accomplishment. Great variety of types of stages, excellent music and sound effects. Some soft using the Looney Tune license for the maximum effect and fun, and that is 100% true. It is. I think Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage from this era is kind of the platonic ideal of what you want to do with a license. They really used every part of the buffalo here. Negative. Play control is slightly awkward, particularly when jumping between narrow platforms. Bugs Bunny may fall through the edges of objects in some stages. I can't argue with this. It's entirely true. Brett Hull Hockey, excellent sound. Voice of Al Michaels, calling the action. A lot of good options, including fighting, full season, line changes, penalties on or off. They got the license. Negative, it's difficult to see the marker indicating the active player. If you can't see who has the puck, you can't make the play. Perspective can be awkward when playing at the far end of the ice. Sports Illustrated Championship Football and Baseball. Both sports are easy to play and fun. The football game is particularly well done with good playbooks. Realistic speed and action, some good options like instant replay, password save season in both games. Baseball, the outfit moves enough speed to make the play. But no licenses. Sports Illustrated license doesn't add anything except name recognition. Womp womp. And then the Winter Olympic Games. Variety of events give players a lot to master. Real names and courses are used. Multiple language option. But some of the play control for certain events is non-intuitive, particularly for speed skating and biathlon. Only the bobsled and luge events gives you a sense of it. That is unfortunate, isn't it? Yes, we've made it. Good. I was absolutely gonna cry if there was another page after this. Let me read through all this and then we'll round up the last thing. I haven't lost Dennis the Menace. Don't worry, I got you. We're still gonna do that. I'm just trying to forge through and get the final total of games to be played. Because now we have to talk about Zool, Ninja of the Nth Dimension. If you're into cartoony space ninja action with plenty of the candy canes thrown in, you'll drool over Zool. Whatever, man. Good graphics and comic style, good play control. Negative is too cute to be cool. Very derivative backgrounds look like they came from Super Mario World. Too cute to be cool. We have not seen Zool, no. I don't know what the fuck they are talking about. I mean, this is from the company who has Kirby as a tentpole. That's kind of fucked up, if you ask me. We also got Art of Fighting from Takara, actually from SNK, but you know how licensing works. Art of Fighting has been popular in Japan for some time, and with good reason. It combines good graphics and play control. In addition to that, it has a story mode for one player, plus the traditional two-player tournament with your choice of 10 characters. Special moves use Street Fighter II type controller sequences. Options include difficulty select, controller customization, and time limits. Good graphics and challenging play set the Street Fighting game near the top of the heap. However, in spite of its strengths, Art of Fighting doesn't have the appeal of Street Fighter II Turbo or Mortal Kombat. You're not saying anything here. Like, you're supposed to describe what makes it not as good as those games. You can't just say, like, eh, whatever. No time for Zoop, only clacks. More Alfred Chicken. Large areas, nice graphics, fun comic touches. The character of Alfred is new. Most of the gameplay is pretty standard jumping collecting. Spider-Man X-Men The Arcade's Revenge. Great improvement in graphics over earlier Spider-Man. Depends on what you're comparing it to, really. Playing the X-Men in a worst nightmare scenario was fun. Very similar to the Super NES game. No continues, no passwords, and a long game with 7 stages. Play control is still a bit awkward. It's bad. It's real bad. Don't do it, chat. Do not do it. Aliens versus the Predator. Good graphics, cool concept. Aliens are few far between. The resulting challenge isn't very high. An Aliens versus the Predator game with not enough aliens in it. That's pretty sad. Real Ghostbusters, I have to assume, based on the cartoon that would have ended by this point, I think. Looks like you play as Peter. Puzzle elements add different challenges. Action game password lets you resume. Actions are not always intuitive. Some of the graphics aren't very clear. The Real Ghostbusters is Garfield Labyrinth in Europe and Mickey's Labyrinth in Japan? Seriously? That's kind of crazy. And Simpsons Bart and the Beanstalk. Graphically cool characters and enemies, fun concept. Play control poor, slow with drift, hard to control Bart. The length of time it takes to defeat bosses can make it tedious. Nintendo Power did not like this one. And yet, they gave it 3.0s in everything. They gave it a 3.8 in graphics. They rated it higher. Ugh. They had the most savage negatives for The Simpsons Bart and the Beanstalk, but they rated it higher numerically than any other Game Boy game. Look at this shit, chat. Look at this horse shit. All the other Game Boy games suffered like 2-point-somethings, but not Simpsons. Did anything get particularly savage or played up in this? They hit Barbie Supermodel pretty hard across the board. They gave Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage 4s for graphics and theme, which I think is fair. Mario's Time Machine, they savaged on play control and challenge. Pro Sport Hockey had 2s for everything. Didn't like Side Pocket very much. That's interesting. 4s for Winter Extreme Skiing and Snowboard. I cannot believe. Like, that is so fucked up. I don't understand how humans could actually play that game. Game was derivative, boring, 8 out of 10. That's the journalism we've come to expect from fucking Nintendo Power, man. It's tragic, but that's where we're at. Alright, looks like the only request up is Dennis the Menace. Last chance, chat. This is your last chance to request any of these. Get them in before the buzzer. If there are any final games you want to see, now is your chance. You're good? So am I, really. So am I. Have we done Side Pocket before? Yes, we have. It's solid. It's pretty solid. Good pool simulator, not very graphically impressive, but yeah, it was all right. All right, chat, I am closing requests. Brace yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Ending, it's over. And it's done. All right, let's Dennis the Menace up. Here's about the Ghostbusters one, but nah. Yep, Equinox soundtrack. Equinox always makes it onto these chill soundtracks. Every single time. And for good reason, too. It is shockingly atmospheric. I wish Equinox was more playable. I love the concept. I put a lot of time into it. It's just so frustratingly difficult. Oh man, and we're just getting to the good part of this. But no, Dennis the Menace is gonna come rampaging through. I know it's loud, you just have to deal with it. Sam can't deal with the bullshit after the third dungeon, yeah. Stuff just gets too obscure. The puzzling gets too out of the box. Pretty cool the that your fucking water gun does literally nothing. I personally prefer people's passion projects be on the easier side and make people rage quit in despair. Absolutely, yeah. I feel like any game designer's chief concern, first and foremost, should be for the game to be as playable as possible. Like, you really kind of need to make a good, solid game. Why does this house have so many goddamn fish in it? Oof. Oof, why does that thing explode records? Why is there a bowling ball rolling around? Why is any of this a thing? Yeah, I really feel like video game developers should focus on making games that are fun before trying to make like the next, you know, Dark Souls or whatever. Like difficulty, it takes some very real talent to balance difficulty. And even, you know, even experienced developers have a lot of trouble with that. Doesn't matter as a lesson about how bad children really come from unstable. Fish in nasty green water slowly dying. Taking it out on the mortals around them. I gotta say, Dennis the Menace fucking sucks with this slingshot. Like, he ain't even trying. Oh, shit. Why do I have so much courage? I don't want all this courage. Oh, the weapon goes to the fucking heart. Random licensed platform where mundane objects are deadly hazard. I wonder how many there are. Crazy to think about. Like, that really is like the default go-to for any game license. Just make a platformer. What do we got sitting around? What should the enemies be? I don't know, fucking bugs or something? Fuck it. Sound effects are aesthetic though. Okay, I am fading fast. I can't do any more of this. I can't do it, chat. We gotta move on. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here before I pass out. And oh boy, that means we cut Dennis the Menace short. What a fucking loss that is. But Ocean did best. Ocean probably just had like 3 or 4 platformers sitting around that they would repurpose for each of their licenses. I want to watch Dennis the Menace. I would have problem child. All right, chat. Let's do some pack watching, and then we will get out of here. We got Disney's The Jungle Book coming up on both NES and Super NES. If I remember correctly, the Super NES Jungle Book is a really, really pretty game. Like, I feel like screenshots of that game are just absolutely gorgeous with the color gradients they use there. NES Jungle Book, as you can see from the screenshots here, is not. Is definitely not. We got Blackthorn coming up from Interplay in the near future. Never played Blackthorn. As much as I enjoyed games like Flashback, I never actually got around to Blackthorn. King Arthur and the Knights of Justice is another auspicious title that we have to look forward to in the near future. This one looks very ambitious, but my understanding is it doesn't do any of its shit particularly well. Spike McFang. Okay, I don't know how many of you all are familiar with the Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. I really like this game. I rented it as a kid. I didn't beat it. It gets very hard, but it is a very charming, very fun little adventure with a lot to do in it. It's kind of like, describe this. It feels kind of like a level-based Zelda game in a way. Like each area that you go to, you're allowed to wander around in freely. There are shops. So you gather money from fighting enemies, and you buy stuff in the shops to make you powerful enough to like get through to the boss and beat their ass and move on. Like, it's a really fun game. I like it. Bill Walsh College Football. I couldn't possibly care less about that. Fire Team Rogue from Accolade. Fire Team Rogue takes place in a galaxy millions of years ago where humans were only one of several sentient races. The technology at the time is so advanced it seems like magic. The action in the game will be familiar to video game warriors the universe over. Using 4 characters on the different worlds of the Spiral Arm, you'll combat evil, explore temples, and solve puzzles. Chief tool and weapon is the Talus, a three-bladed instrument with embedded jewel-like power nodes. This is interesting. I guess it never came out? Is there a Fire Team Rogue? It doesn't sound familiar to me. I feel like this would have gotten some kind of feature or some kind of chatter if it did happen. I have the prototype up. Now, it's just a prototype. I don't know how complete this is. I don't know how much of it we're going to be able to play. But it's here. $70 million years ago. It is the 5th day of the surprise invasion of Ammon, doomed by the monstrous hordes of Umbra. Unknown to the Alliance, the dark talus of Kangor Thrag, an evil weapon of incomparable powers, resurfaced after long millennia. On the frontier sunward of Ammon Eden, the warlord Damus speeds to deliver the stolen weapon to his master Seth. This is really hard to read. This font combined with these random ass fantasy names, really hard to process. Yeah, I don't think this game was ever released because I've never heard anything about it. And I feel like a game with this kind of concept, you would hear something about. Well, I'm obviously gonna be this guy. Supposedly close to complete, the game is way over budget, past deadlines, and $2 million have been dropped on marketing. Yeah, this is definitely a prototype. Yeah, pretty much no sound or anything. The animations are rough. Yeah, I'm sorry. If this is what they had after going over schedule and over budget, I think I can see what happened. Fuck's sake, come on, man. Ship it. Good, ship it. Oh god, dude. The run animation? Ah, shit. Kind of fucked. I didn't realize it was possible to make a walk cycle stutter that much. Seriously. What is this? This is a game called Fire Team Rogue. Packwatch had a blurb about it. Seemed pretty high concept, but turns out they weren't able to finish it. And what they did have, frankly, sucks. Yeah, it's ugly too. Alright, well, that's a goddamn shame. That is a real crying shame. Yeah, it had a really neat concept for like a prehistoric sci-fi war. Oh yeah, no problem. If I've got something like that, I definitely want to share it. Said it was supposed to have flight simulation stages. The appearance of the world seems organic and fantasy-oriented rather than super high-tech. The game is due out in October of 1994. It was in the very earliest stages of development. Note it had the freeform feel of Alien Cubed, which the player could move between different corridors and large area. Just one of the 4 worlds in Fireteam Rogue would have 13 levels, and each level might be 10 by 14 screens in size and numerous branching corridors. Yeah, highly aspirational. They bit off way more than they could chew with this thing. But yeah, interesting. Liberty or Death, I think we all know of this one. By land and sea and air, Koei came marching over the Pakwatch desk, taking no prisoners. So yeah, his American historical RPG from Koei. Somebody said something about, yeah, Lamau anime Aaron Burr. Not even the American Revolution is immune to Koei turning into a historical strategy game. If I remember correctly, this will show up in the magazine in the future, so we will have the chance to play it. It's supposed to be out by the 4th of July, 1994. So, to give you some idea. And here we are! I will run down real quick the anticipated games on the horizon. Big scoop this month comes from Interplay, which is deeming the creation of Star Trek for the Super NES. I don't think this happened. Super Metroid, Ken Griffey Jr., Special T-Shot, Kirby's T-Shot. Sound Factory has become Sound Fantasy, Super FX, Stunt Race FX is on the way. Ren Animation is giving me a headache. We're rapping, so it's bullshit. Not convinced that Matrix Prime is an Americanized Char Aznable. Besides Bubsy 2, Fireteam Rogue, and Speed Racer, Accolade is also working on Matrix Prime, a fighting game with a unique 3D perspective. And less emphasis on martial arts combat. Yeah, that's a winning combination there, champ. Koei has Operation Europe. Uncharted, and sequels for Uncharted Waters and Erebiz. Okay. Our source at Koei says the new Uncharted Waters will include more land adventure using an interface similar to that of Nintendo. Sound Fantasy always looked interesting. Sad it never came out. Yeah. Mutant League Hockey from Electronic Arts. MLBPA Baseball. There's another Flintstones coming. Treasure of the Sierra Madrock. Ninja Warriors, a Final Fight type scrolling fighter in which you become one of 3 fighting androids with superpowers. Notice they didn't say ninja. Capcom is continuing development on a Bionic Commando for the Super NES called Captain Commando. Also, Super Gargoyle's Quest on the way. Wizardry 5, Eye of the Beholder, and Knights of the Realm. Itchy and Scratchy's Miniature Golf Madness for Game Boy has been delayed. I think we've already played that one. I think they did the magazine feature for that a month or 2 ago. Beauty and the Beast from Hudson Soft. Code. Oh, Trade West is working on a new Double Dragon game for the Super NES called Code of the Dragon. I don't think that happened. Tarzan from Game Tech. Natsume has a Super NES wrestling game due for release soon. Natsume Championship Wrestling. Huh. Data East has a second Joe and Mac. Virgin Games has a new basketball game called Jam It. Extreme. What the fuck? Extreme is an action game in the works featuring Godzilla called Milo vs. Godzilla. We hope Milo has better luck than Bambi. Impossible Mission 2025 is coming from Microprose. Beavis and Butthead are online for a future video game from new developer Viacom. Viacom is also working on a game featuring the Rocko's Modern Life cartoons. Dude, I have no idea. That sounds like something that never existed. Never even came close to existing. That sounds absolutely insane to me. We already have Butthead. We got some Power Challenge trading cards, chat. Oh my god! Is this mustacheless Mario? That's fucked. That makes no sense. My brain does not want to acknowledge him. Oh, man. Alright, chat, we made it. We made it. Next issue, March, volume 58. So, okay. Time for a chat. Chat. Time for us to discuss things. The infamous Godzilla versus Bambi short ends exactly like you expect. R-Type 3 is here! Alright, I imagine that's gonna kind of tip the scales. But, next issue. Next issue, we've got Wolfenstein 3D, R-Type 3, Flintstones, a proper coverage of Metal Marines, NBA Jam, and the full feature on Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. It's gonna be a pretty big issue next time. Also, the Nestor Award nominees for 1993. They're kind of late on that one. What do you get for eating a bunch of crappy cereal? Take a look at all the cool Nintendo stuff you can get, especially marked packages. Make your Mario Adventure, paintbrushes, Star Fox Flight Cap. That would have been cool to have. Nintendo sticker cards, money-saving coupons, Mario Kart Challenge, Star Fox. Dude, I had the Star Fox Game Watch. I had the Star Fox Game Watch as a kid. It's a little LCD version of Star Fox with a 4-way like D-pad. I think pushing forward made you shoot. So yeah, there was actually some cool stuff from this. Serial corridors, a PvP zone. I vote for Kodos. So yeah, my question, chat, knowing what's coming up, knowing that we're on the cusp of R-Type and Wario Land and all this stuff, do y'all want to just power on straight into the next issue on Saturday? Or is there anything you wanna take a little break from Nintendo Power to do? Remember seeing as a short before the 20,000-year-old man? My opinion has not changed since you first brought the possibility to march on to the next issue. Okay. Duly noted. Toast, I imagine you're in the same boat. I know you and R-Type well. What do you want to play if we don't want to see Nazis get shot? Well, way to fucking load the question there. Jesus. Are there any games you have in mind? Honestly, at this point, not really. This was more opening it up in case there was something that we had... If there was something that we just kind of glided past that y'all wanted a full playthrough of. I know Magic of Sherazade has been mentioned a couple times. That pretty unique, like, NES RPG adventure hybrid thing. Ocarina of Time is not happening. I'm afraid it still cannot happen yet because I still don't have an N64. Wait for a full playthrough of Ninja Warriors when it shows up. Do you have a plan? Let's just push on. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Like, there's obviously people that are very excited about this next issue in particular. And if we don't spend like 2 whole months on March 1994, we can also revisit this topic afterwards. Also, there's stuff in here that we might want to do full playthroughs of. I kind of want to do a full playthrough of Wario Land. So if we end up doing some full playthroughs during the issue, then it's kind of less of a issue. And we get to kill Hitler. Everybody wins. Okay, chat. Well, I'm convinced. I've been moved. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. We will start up March 1994 on Saturday. So that's settled. So the only outlying question is, what in the God Christ hell are we going to play tomorrow night? And for that, you'll just have to show up and find out, because I don't know yet. I got a couple ideas. I'm just going to see whatever tickles my pickle when I'm deciding as I sit down to start up tomorrow night's stream. So, we did it. 4 nights. It only took us 4 nights to get through this issue, chat. This is incredible. It's been literal years since we've been through a Nintendo Power issue that fast, I gotta say. It felt good, too. It felt good. We got every night was a very solid variety of games, lots of new stuff, lots of interesting stuff. I think this is a way to do it, chat. And we still, you know, even then, we still had some time to mire ourselves in some Monopoly and Dennis the Menace and bullshit like that. So yeah, this was good. This is the way things should be, I think. So, schedule reminder. Tomorrow night, I don't know. Show up, hang out. It'll be good. I'm sure. Saturday night, next issue of Nintendo Power. I don't know what order everything's laid out in the magazine, so I can't tell you what we'll be starting with, but I mean, you've got an idea of what's in it. So you got all that to look forward to. No stream on Sunday. I do not stream on Sunday. Everybody knows this. And then Monday, we're back to Hollow Knight. And that is how that's gonna go. Oh, two other things that I probably should have mentioned at the beginning of the night and not the end. One, I'm looking for volunteers to run the September community night. If you want to volunteer, there's a post in the community night channel on Discord. Just add your own reaction to that. And then in a couple days, probably on Sunday, I'll randomly select one volunteer to head it up. The other thing is, I have begun thinking about Spooktober. I broke out the spreadsheets early. We might talk about it more tomorrow night, but I'll just go ahead and say, start thinking about themes. Start thinking about themes you might want for Spooktober. You know, last year we did indie games. The year before that we did retro games. All very broad themes for Spooktober. But 3 years ago, we played a trilogy of games. We played the first 3 Fatal Frame games all together. So there's a lot of ways we can go with themes. We can go off of genre. We can go off of aesthetic. We can go off of system. We could theoretically do a particular franchise if it's something we're all interested in. I'll type out proposal for community games. Cringe games wheel. Oh, God. So yeah, if you've got any thoughts, drop by the Next Game channel in Discord and leave them there. I would love to know what you think. We're going to be discussing possibilities for a while. It's going to be deciding on the layout of Spooktober. Whoops, all Monopoly. That is true horror. I think a lot of people would run screaming from the stream at that. But yeah, we'll discuss it. We'll work it out together. All right, chat. Does that sound amenable? I hope so, because that's my decision. That's just what we're doing. What we're doing is how we're doing it. All right. Find somebody to raid. I will send you over to Dama. They are playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to raid out, and then I'm going to go collapse, because I am tired and full of good drink, and I gotta go to the office tomorrow, even if it's for a short time. So anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thanks for joining for the end of this particular issue of Nintendo Power. It's always a momentous occasion when we finish an issue. It's always cause for celebration, even if they don't rage on uncontrolled across the wilderness. But we did it, and I'm very happy about that. So hopefully I will see you all out tomorrow night for whatever variety night it is that I happen to pull together. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody. I didn't push the button. We're gonna hang on. Waiting a second here. Sometimes I forget to do that. Okay, now we're going. All right, bye, everybody.